Good evening. Welcome to Systemic Stupidity. Today we have a guest, a fact checker from Facebook. Hang on, I'm checking facts. How did you get into fact checking? I identify as a fact checker. Also, before we start, I'd like to mention that my hair identifies as an ear, so please make sure you use the correct pronouns for my hair. Thank you. Give us an example of a fact. Shampoo is toothpaste. Toothpaste is racist because it makes your teeth white, and that's white privilege. Wait, so shampoo is racist? No, toothpaste is. But you said shampoo is toothpaste. Yeah. How do you know when something is a fact? If it says conservative, it's always a lie. And if it says AOC, it's always a fact. Welcome to another edition of Systemic Stupidity. My name is Confused American, and today we're going to be discussing a really dumb post I found on Facebook. The post reads, "Banning the teaching of systemic racism is actually a perfect example of systemic racism." This is a circular argument, which means that it is a logical fallacy where the person saying the phrase begins with what they are trying to end with. So, because certain states have banned CRT from their schools, this person is arguing that that is going to now create more racism, which is confusing in the fact that a lot of people don't really know what systemic racism is because they keep throwing it around as often as people throw around the word chocolate. So, in the movie Equilibrium, there is an example of a circular argument where the society is shit. The society has forced people to stop having emotions by way of medication. People who don't take the medication get in trouble all the time for having emotions. At one point, one of the people in society who has emotions gets arrested, and she's being interrogated by the police. It's not really police, but it's the law enforcement in their society. So she asks the law enforcement, "Why are you alive?" And at first he can't answer, which should be a clue to you. But he says, "I'm alive. I live to safeguard the continuity of this great society, to serve Libria." So it's a circular argument, and she says, "You exist to continue your existence. What is the point?" Systemic racism, I found, is the same as institutionalized racism. And all that means is that people believe there is racism in all the institutions of Western civilization. Now, that's not to say they're completely lying about that, because racism does exist. This idea, however, of trying to solve systemic racism by teaching critical race theory in school is actually going to do the exact opposite. Critical race theory is the teaching of systemic racism, and it hurts everyone because it tells everyone to be more racist. It tells everyone to divide themselves into their racial group and forget your individual thought and free whatever. Just think the way they do and the world will be better is basically what they're saying, which is stupid because that's what cult leaders do. Cult leaders tell you that you have to think what they think because that'll make your life better, except it never does. So, this is the same kind of nonsense that's going on. The way to end systemic racism is not to teach systemic racism, which is why it has been banned in schools, because it will actually perpetuate the problem in many, many different ways. But the main way is that it will make people more racist. So banning it is a good thing, because banning it means that we will not be teaching children how to be racist. Thank you for watching Systemic Stupidity, where we systematically discuss the systemic stupidity that's been happening in America. Good night.